This is my review on the Mindless Wreather longboard. It's 40 inches long, 10 inches wide, and has a 32.25 inch wheelbase. So the main things about this board is it's twin tipped, symmetrical, so freestyle and free riding tricks are really good because you can slide, do 180s and it's still the same. Shove it's are really fun as well because you've got a nice big bit over the tail. It's kind of like a dervish in that way. You've got enough room so you can do steezy shove it's and long manuals, and that's all fun. It's got absolutely no flex. It's made of 6 plies of bamboo and maple. Max, can you get the carton? It's making size. It's ruining the whole thing. It just, yeah, safe. Cool.
Oh, I nearly got the boat.
Anyway, it's made of 6 plies of bamboo, maple, bamboo again. It's got this zebra pattern, as it's called, on the bottom. This gives it absolutely no flex. It's really thick. It's quite durable. You're never going to be able to snap it because it's very tough, but the nose is susceptible to cracking on the top layers. My mate cracked his just accidentally bumping it into a metal fence. Not too fast, but yeah. So you might want to look out for that. I definitely advise getting nose guards for it. They're not very expensive and they will save you, hassle in the long run. The wheels on it that come standard are 80A 71mm Mindless Nimbles. They have a 50.5mm contact patch and they're very grippy. They've got square lips so you can really rail into carving and no worries about it slipping out. Unfortunately, this makes it quite hard to slide. Sliding this is very hard because of the wheels and the trucks. The trucks make it hard because the bushings that come with them are quite stiff. They're quite immobile. I've taken off the bushing seat, and even then, they're not as loose as I'd like. I definitely recommend putting some Venom super carves on or something of that nature, something nice cone bushing to really make it nippy. Because this wheelbase and this board is really good when it's nice and loose. One other thing that I would definitely say is when first got this, it was very stiff. When you turned all the way right, it would stay quite locked right. There was absolutely no lubricant in the pivot cup. So that's definitely something I'd say. Take the truck apart, put a couple of drips in there. It's quite easy. You can look up tutorials on how to do that, and that will definitely improve how it turns. It's got a very deep bowl concave that really stands up on the edge. It really sticks up right on your toes and right on your heels. It does give you a good feel. Some people might think it's a bit too deep. Like if you're wearing thin shoes, maybe plimsoll soles or something, as opposed to your regular skate shoes, it could become a bit uncomfortable. But I mean, when you're wearing thick sole shoes with lots of rubber on them, it's not too bad. It's drop through, as you can see, and this makes it really fun for free riding and cruising because you're a bit low to the ground. It's a bit easy to push. And it's just a nice feature. Also, you can top mount it if you'd like a bit more grip at speed. It retails for £140 for the complete, which I think is excellent value. For a board of this quality, that price is excellent. You can Mindless do a lot of boards at this kind of price range, and this I would say is definitely worth investing in because the deck isn't something you're going to need to replace anytime soon. I'd say you're definitely going to want to replace the bushings and the wheels first. In the long term, they're going to be the things you're going to want to upgrade. It's a really nice deck that's especially good when you get better, because some boards that have very flat concaves and there aren't twin tipped, they're really good when you're learning, but then when you get good and you start doing your slides and your shove it, they don't quite accommodate it as well. But when you've got a board like this, once you start getting really good, you're doing your 180 slides, your Colemans, all that good stuff, it's also, you're not going to need to upgrade in the deck to do that kind of thing. You're going to have it straight from the beginning. It's also quite easy to learn on because it's got a flat bit in the middle. There's no W concave like with the lanyard switch, which makes it a bit harder to push on. So this means you can learn to push, you can get some good feel with a concave. It's a bit harder than say like the Rogue to learn on or other boards with flatter concaves, but it's definitely worth for that long-term investment. So one thing this board really excels at is cruising. It's got the drop through, which makes it nice and smooth, nice and stable, low to the ground, and the slightly shorter wheelbase than the Switch. I definitely say it makes it very nice for cruising around town. It's got a good turning circle. One slight downside is if you loosen the trucks all the way, and with these wheels especially, you can get wheel bite. It can touch on there. So if you're replacing with maybe the Mindless team wheels, Retro Free Ride, Zombie Hawks, things like that, or the 72mm Zombie Hawks, not 76, you're definitely less likely to get wheel bite. Wheel bite can be a problem. At £140 price point, it means if you're willing to spend like £200 on something, this will be a great board to get and then upgrade the wheels and the bushings. Spend about £200 and you'll have, if you put some narrow contact patch wheels on this, you'll have something that's great at cruising around town, and then you can take these wheels and save them, put them on if you want to go, do some downhill. maybe session the spiral at your local multi-storey car park. That's always fun on this. One other thing that's a really nice thing to see on a board of this price is the trucks that come with them. You've got the Mindless RK trucks, which, as I said in the last video, are effectively random 180s. They handle really nicely when you're cruising around town. You can flip the hanger, put some harder bushings in, and you've got some really nice downhill trucks as well. With new bushings and lubing of the pivot cup, then you've got some really nice trucks that they just handle as good as 50 quid trucks. This has been my review on the Mindless Wreather. If you want to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, that'd be appreciated. And as always, wear your helmet.
When I go out